Welcome to Globe Today channel. According to local sources, large explosions are currently taking place in the Belgorod region, which is about 50 km from the Ukrainian border. Many video footages were shared on social media about the explosions in the Novy Oskol region of Belgorod. It is alleged that the Ukrainian army destroyed the military barracks of the Russian forces in the region. At the same time, according to the latest information, at the moment, units of the 40th Artillery Brigade of the Ukrainian forces are shelling other cities in the Belgorod region of Russia. Priority is given to energy facilities and artillery positions and air defense systems. According to the Russians, a series of attacks in Belgorod were planned in advance, and the Ukrainian armed forces are preparing a two-pronged attack on Kupiansk from the Belgorod region. Regarding the current risks of attack, there are new reports that the Russian army has strengthened its defense in the Belgorod region. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian armed forces continue to advance in the direction of Kherson. The armed forces of Ukraine confirmed that they had planted the flag on the Great Potemkin Island near Kherson, said Natalia Humenyuk, spokeswoman for the Southern Defense Forces. But the Ukrainian army is advancing very weakly in Kherson. The reason for this is that Russian forces also counterattacked in the region. According to the information given by the Ukrainian General Staff, the Russian army is still trying to completely capture the Donetsk and Lugansk regions, conducts an offensive in the Bakhmut direction. Russia trying to improve the tactical situation in the Limansky and Avdiivsky directions, strengthens the groupings in the Novopavlovsky direction due to the deployed units from the Kherson direction. The Russian armed forces launched 6 missile, 52 airstrikes, made 77 shelling from the MLRS. In addition, 27 Shahed 136 UAVs launched by the Russians were shot down by the Ukrainian Defense Forces. The Ukraine Armed Forces shot down Russian Ka-52 helicopter, 3 reconnaissance UAVs of the Orlan 10 type. Ukraine aviation made 13 strikes on enemy personnel, weapons and military equipment concentration areas, 5 strikes on the positions of anti-aircraft missile systems. According to the report, Ukraine units of the missile forces and artillery carried out fire damage to the area of concentration of Russian army manpower and military equipment, as well as to the enemy's radar station. Meanwhile, Russian forces continue their military shipments to Crimea. New satellite photos of the Russian trenches in the Crimea appeared on the internet. The Russian armed forces observes the successes of the armed forces of Ukraine and strengthens the administrative border of the temporarily occupied Crimea. Military activity in Crimea shows that Russia is extremely afraid of an attack by the Ukrainian army in the region. On the other hand, new explosions were heard in Simferopol and Sevastopol in Crimea yesterday. Air defense systems worked in the region. Explosion sounds were recorded in the Belbek airport area. There are no official statements about the explosions. Explosions clearly appear to be the next Ukrainian attack. The soldiers of the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division train, eat and sleep on a drab, sprawling post in southeast Romania, a mere 7-minute rocket flight from where Russia has stockpiled munitions in Crimea. This situation brings the tension in the region to a critical level and can expand the scale of war at any moment. It is impossible to say anything about how things will develop. The only thing we can hope for is that the war does not spread to a larger scale and that a third world war does not break out from this region.